Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Saturday morning to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in week 10 of our Toronto Huskies franchise. We are now 8-0 on the season. We will be traveling out to Denver in the 5,280 mile high city of Denver, Colorado to take on the 3-5 Denver Broncos. We're still 8-0. And we got 2 road games and back to back, and then we got 2 home games, and then our next one after the Ravens away game will be in East Rutherford, New Jersey, taking on the New York Giants. So we're going to be home against the Dolphins and Bills back to back. So that's going to be interesting. Week 13 is going to show you the playoff picture. And I am going to skip one of the last few road games of the season. So without further ado, we'll see you at kickoff.
We'll see Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos versus Joe Flacco and the Toronto Huskies.
Alright, it is kickoff time here at the 5,280 mile high city in Colorado state capital of Denver, and J.Haden will be ready to return the kickoff here for the Toronto Huskies. And he's going to get stopped at the 36-yard line there. So this is going to be a first down and 10. We get to see Joe Flacco, who spent a season in Denver after spending 10 years with the Ravens. He goes to Denver, and Denver really hasn't had great quarterbacks since Peyton Manning retired. So Mapletron claims a reception. He gets stopped at the 29-yard line for a 35-yard reception. And they're going to move the chains and get a first down. So we are going to do a PA crossers pass play on first down and 10 from the 29. So Joe Flacco, he is ready to throw this football. He's going to pass this to Chase Claypool. And Chase Claypool claims his first touchdown of the game. And he has 22 on the season. He will likely be a Pro Bowl contender. So Huskies lead it in Denver 7-0. We'll see you guys when we're on defense. Alright, now Drew Lock steps onto the field for the first time for the Denver Broncos offense. So he is ready to throw a football here, throw the pass rather. So he's going to get pressured down by J.Haden. He does not get sacked though. But this will result in a second down and 10. We're going to use the 3-4 formation here for the defense at the 28-yard line. So they are going to throw the football, and they're going to throw it a little too deep. Drew Lock is 0 for 2 there that time. So they're going to be at the 28. Third down and 10 now here for the Denver Broncos. So Denver, they are going to throw this football that time. It's going to be incomplete. So we will return the punt on fourth down and 10. So J.Haden, who you guys saw return the kickoff earlier in the game. Hopefully he can get a touchdown sometime this episode, possibly. Maybe on this punt return, maybe not. So J.Haden, good return though, but I would have accepted it, even though it wasn't a touchdown. 36 yards, not bad. So first down and 10 now here for Toronto. We're going to use halfback inside zone run play at the 49-yard line. So they're going to hand this off to Frank Gore. And Frank Gore, he only gained about 2 yards whatsoever. Second and 8 now. And we are going to use a run play featuring Frank Gore again. Hopefully I can get a first down here, and I do. So we use that juke move. He gets stopped at the 29. 2 rushes and 20 yards for Frank Gore. So We are going to use the slants route here on first down and 10 from the 29. So Flacco, he is going to throw this football. He's going to throw this to Corey Davis, the former Tennessee Titans wide receiver. He does claim his first reception of the game. And we're going to use some halfback zone, and we will run it into the end zone and score a touchdown out of this one by Frank Gore. So we're going to use juke move there. And he doesn't quite get it into the end zone, but he is about 1 yard shy of getting it into the end zone. So I'm using Mark Ingram, the Alabama product, who got drafted by the New Orleans Saints in 2011. He scores his first touchdown of the game, and this will be a 14-0 lead for the Toronto Huskies. All right, first and 10 from the 32-yard line. So Drew Lock, he's going to throw the football, and he gets sacked by Trevor Greensburg. But Alvin Kamara makes that fumble recovery here for the Denver Broncos. They lost quite a bit of yards, about 8 yards on that play. So this will now be a 2nd and 18 now from the 23-yard line, 47 seconds to go in the first quarter. And they're going to throw this to Noah Fant. And Noah Fant gets a first down there. This will be Drew Lock's first pass completion of the game. So, first and 10 from the 44. And Denver does get a first down. So, Alvin Kamara, he runs the football. He gets stopped at the 43. We'll see you guys in the second quarter. Okay, 2nd and 11 now. Kenny Clark makes the sack, and Denver does recover the fumble there. Now it's going to be a 3rd and 21 here for Denver, and this is not a good way for Denver to begin this second quarter. I mean, they're trailing by 14, and one of the best defenses in this league. They're still undefeated, are Toronto Huskies, so they're going to throw this football. That's going to be a pass deflection, incomplete there. And on this franchise, the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns are also undefeated as well. They have not lost a single game. So we are not the only AFC team to have at least 0 losses. And J.Haden, he is going to return the punt for the Toronto Huskies, and he gets a touchdown out of this one. It appears it was a 92-yarder. So great job by J.Haden there that time. So he gets a punt return for a touchdown. And they're going to show you the replay there. And I'm really impressed. So the Toronto Huskies now lead this one 21-0. We're going to take a break. Okay, 2nd and 8 now. Joe Flacco. We actually did recover a fumble during the break. So Mark Ingram, he has 2 rushes, 5 yards, and a touchdown in this. So we're just going to use the I form here, and I'm going to put in Mark Ingram as my running back. So this will be a 3rd and 4 from the 12-yard line. So Mark Ingram, the second, he gets a touchdown there, and the Huskies will lead this one 29-0. And we will see you guys after the 2-minute warning. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line here in Denver. 2-minute warning is over, by the way. So this will now be a 2nd and 10. So we're going to blitz here on defense. They're going to be at the 24-yard line. So they're only a first down away from getting into the red zone. So they're going to throw this football, and that is going to be a flag. Let's see who it is on. So it might be on Toronto. It's on Denver. So a legal man downfield against Greg Mackey. So we are going to have to accept this penalty. They'll have to go back 5 yards as this will be now a 2nd down and 15 here for Denver. So they're going to throw. It is intercepted by C.J. Mosley. And C.J. Mosley, he is going to take this across the field, and he is going to get this into the end zone for a touchdown, resulting in a pick 6. 74 yards. Amazing. And the Toronto Huskies will lead at 36-0. So he's going to take it to the house. So Drew Lock was trying to throw it to his receiver, but then C.J. Mosley read the quarterback there. He knew when to catch that football and just return it straight into the end zone. That made the defense look tremendous. It'll be 36-0. We're going to take a break. Okay, it is 4th and 1 from the 45-yard line. Clock is winding down, and we are ready to return the punt here. And it doesn't look like we're going to return it for very much. So J.Haden, he is going to return it. Well, at the beginning I thought we weren't. And J.Haden is going to make a back-to-back punt return TD for touchdowns. And the Toronto Huskies will now lead this one 43-0. But this time is a 95-yard punt return for a touchdown. And interestingly enough, he had 3 more punt return yards than his first punt return for a touchdown. And we'll see you guys in the second half. Okay, now 1st down and 10. They're at the 30-yard line, so they are going to throw this football. And that is going to be incomplete. So that could have winded up to be an interception, but Jordan White would have claimed it. So 2nd and 10 now. They're going to hand this off to Alvin Kamara, the former Saints running back, and he gets stopped at the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10, and they're going to be at the 46-yard line. So they want to score some points. They had the opportunity to do so, but just gave up on the first half because they threw pick six. He threw a pick 6 to C.J. Mosley, and those 4th downs they had to punt, and we had to return it for touchdowns, which was amazing. So Alvin Kamara, he runs the football. He only gained about 2 yards, so it will now be a 3rd and 10 here for the Denver Broncos offense. So they're going to be at the 46-yard line. So they're going to probably throw the football. So they're going to throw this to Noah Fant, and Fant gets a 1st down. 9 for 19, 143 yards for Drew Lock. So he has 4 receptions, 71 yards there, Noah Fant. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. So he is going to throw this to Fant again, and he gets stopped at the 32. So this will now be a 2nd and 1. So he is almost at 100 receiving yards in this game, and he hasn't even scored a touchdown. He could score Denver's first touchdown of the game, and he claims over at least 100 yards receiving. So 1st and 10, Jordan White made the stop there. Well, close to 100. 6 receptions, 95 yards. And he is going to throw this to Alvin Kamara. He is a superstar X Factor. He does get stopped, though, at the 10. So this will now be a 2nd and 4 from the 10-yard line with only 1:10 to go in the 3rd. They're going to knock this out, and Josh Alcindor made that fumble recovery here for Toronto. We're going to use Cam Newton. Hey, we're going to use him on a running play. Even though this is a passing play, I still like to run the football with Newton because he has great speed in running. So that's why he scored so many rushing touchdowns during the 2015 season. And he had 30 yards running on that play that you guys just recently saw. And Cam Newton, he is going to use that juke move there, and he gets stopped at the 37. We're going to take a timeout to think of our game plan. All right. Okay. Quick slants route, 1st and 10. You're at the 37. I might throw this one to Mapletron, who is from Abbotsford, Canada. So Cam Newton throws his first pass. It's completed to Chase Claypool. And could Chase Claypool score his 23rd touchdown of the season? So Cam Newton, he is going to throw this football. He does throw this to Chase Claypool, but he does get a 1st down. And Alejandro Villanueva appears to be down and injured. So this, my friends, will become a first and goal from the 3-yard line. So Cam Newton, he is going to get sacked at the 11 by Bradley Chubb, who is the cousin of Cleveland Browns running back Nick Chubb. So bad news for Huskies fans. Alejandro Villanueva does have a foot fracture, but he cannot return for the rest of the episode, which is a bummer, and he might not return for the season because we're only in week 10. And there's only 7 weeks to go for regular season. He could return in the postseason. So Corey Davis there that time did claim his 25th career touchdown reception. This will be his second on the season, and Toronto will lead this one 50-0. Wow, J.Smith claims an INT and he gets stopped at the 28-yard line. So he gets his second INT of the season. So we are going to use a quick slants route here on 1st and 10. Denver already got their 4th turnover in this episode. One of them was returned for a touchdown. So Corey Davis there claims a reception. They're going to be at the 15. So we are just going to switch it up. We are not going to use any more Chase Claypool for the rest of the game because I haven't really used a lot of Alshon Jeffrey in this episode. Well, he didn't begin in this he didn't even start in the first episode. So Cam Newton, he is going to get pressured down. He does not get sacked though, but he almost did that time. And this will now be a 2nd and 10 from the 15. So Cam Newton throws this to Alshon Jeffrey. That's going to be a touchdown. And this will be Alshon Jeffrey's first receiving touchdown of the game. And we'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, now 4th and 2 now from the 38-yard line. And they are going to fake this punt. Oh my goodness, we have possession of the football, as that fake punt pass is incomplete. So we are going to use a quick slants route here on 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line here in Denver. Cam Newton, he is going to throw this to Corey Davis. He uses that juke move there, and he gets stopped at the 32-yard line. So Cam Newton nearly at 200 passing yards. I mean, Joe Flacco, he only had 83 passing yards in today's episode as of currently, from what I last checked. So Alshon Jeffrey, the former Chicago Bears wide receiver, claims that reception. So he has 122 passing yards, Newton. So I don't want to get sacked here, but I will get sacked by Bradley Chubb. So this will be a timeout here for Toronto, and we're going to use a PA sprint pass play or whatever. 2nd and 18. We lost about 8 yards there on that play, so we're going to throw this to Alshon Jeffrey. He gets this into the end zone for a touchdown, 2nd receiving touchdown of the game, and we'll see you guys in statistics. Okay, and J.Smith claims an INT. Will he get this one for a pick 6 to end the game? They say yes, sirree. So that's going to be his 3rd interception of the season. All right, we're going to attempt a 2-point conversion here at the 2-yard line. So we got Mark Ingram, and I hope to get this in, and we do. So we win this game 72-0 here in Denver. J.Smith at the end, he claimed an interception. So the Denver Broncos go to 3-6 on this season, while the Toronto Huskies go 9-0. So J.Smith, 3 INTs, one of them returned for a touchdown, and J.Haden returned 2 back-to-back punt returns for touchdowns. And I'll explain the numbers once we get into statistics. All right, Drew Lock, 22.9 pass rating, 15 for 35, 207 yards, and he had 4 INTs in this episode. Cam Newton, 3 touchdowns on the day, 158.3 passer rating. So is Joe Flacco. He had a perfect passer rating as well, but he only had 83 yards there. So he had combined, they had 224 yards passing in today's episode. So Flacco only had 1 touchdown. Alvin Kamara, he had 5 carries, 12 yards. And Mark Ingram, he had 3 carries, 17 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day. Noah Fant, he had 108 receiving yards. With no touchdowns on the day, Chase Claypool and Corey Davis both claimed touchdowns. Alshon Jeffrey claimed 2 touchdowns receiving in today's episode. Kenny Clark, 2 sacks on the day. Bradley Chubb, 1.5. Trevor Greensburg with 1 sack on the day. Deontay Thompson with 0.5 sacks on the day. Jimmy Smith had 3 INTs. And CJ Mosley just had 1. So that was that 74-yard one. So both of them did at least have a pick 6 as well. Punt returns. This is really interesting. He had 3 punts, 2 returned for touchdowns, and 223 yards. So the longest was 95. That was the second one. The first one was 92. So basically, wraps it up. We'll see you guys next episode. Have a great Saturday morning, everyone.